In the heart of England, nestled among rolling hills and ancient forests, lies a village forgotten by time, Calebridge. A place where the veil between the seen and unseen is thin, Calebridge has long been the subject of whispered legends. Among these, none is more chilling than the tale of the enigmatic grove and its malevolent inhabitant, the evil fairy known as Thalera. The whispered tale. Generations ago, Calebridge was a bustling village. Merchants, farmers, and craftsmen lived in harmony, oblivious to the dark presence lurking in the nearby woods. But as stories of disappearances and eerie lights spread, the village's fortune turned. A chilling wind seemed to blow through the village, carrying with it tales of an evil fairy whose laughter echoed through the forest at night. In the summer of 1867, a letter arrived at the manor of Lord Alexander Harrington, the last nobleman of Calebridge. It was an invitation to a grand ball in London. But it came with a strange stipulation. He must spend a night in the enigmatic grove to receive a token that would grant him safe passage. Intrigued and slightly unnerved, Lord Harrington accepted. That night, under a full moon, Lord Harrington ventured into the grove. The air was thick with the scent of pine and an otherworldly glow suffused the forest floor. As he approached the heart of the grove, he felt a sudden chill. There, amid a circle of ancient oaks, stood Thalera. Her beauty was otherworldly, but her eyes held a malevolent gleam. "You seek passage, nobleman," she purred, her voice like a summer breeze tainted by frost. Lord Harrington nodded, unable to speak. "Then you shall have it," she whispered, placing a cold, silver token in his hand. "But remember, everything comes with a price." The ball was a grand affair, and Lord Harrington soon forgot the eerie encounter in the grove. But as he returned to Calebridge, strange things began to happen. His servants fell ill, crops withered, and livestock died mysteriously. The villagers whispered of Thalera's curse, but Lord Harrington dismissed them, until his own son disappeared one night. Desperate, Lord Harrington sought out an old crone who lived on the edge of the village. She was said to be a witch with knowledge of the old ways. She listened to his tale and nodded gravely. "Thalera's curse is not easily broken," she said. "You must return to the grove and seek her forgiveness. But beware, for the path is treacherous, and her heart is as cold as winter's grasp." Determined to save his son, Lord Harrington set out for the grove once more. The forest seemed darker, more menacing this time. Shadows flitted at the edge of his vision, and the air was filled with an unsettling stillness. As he reached the circle of oaks, Thalera appeared, her smile mocking. "You return, nobleman," she said. "But what do you offer in exchange for my forgiveness?" Lord Harrington fell to his knees, pleading for his son's life. Thalera's laughter rang through the grove. "Your desperation is amusing," she said. "Very well, I shall release your son. But remember, a life for a life. The balance must be maintained." True to her word, Thalera released Lord Harrington's son. But the boy was changed, pale, silent, and haunted by visions. The crone revealed the full extent of the curse. Thalera had been wronged by the villagers of Calebridge centuries ago, and her spirit was bound to the grove, seeking vengeance on the descendants of those who had wronged her. Lord Harrington delved into the village's history, uncovering a dark secret. Long ago, Thalera had been a kind fairy who protected the village. But when a drought struck, the villagers, desperate and fearing witchcraft, captured her and set her ablaze. Her dying curse bound her spirit to the grove, turning her into a vengeful entity. Determined to end the curse, Lord Harrington gathered the villagers and led them to the grove. Armed with the knowledge of their ancestors' sins, they sought to make amends. As they entered the circle of oaks, Thalera appeared, her rage palpable. "Fools!" she screamed. "You think you can undo centuries of torment with mere words." But the villagers, led by Lord Harrington, begged for her forgiveness. They offered their sincerest apologies and pledged to honor her memory. Slowly, Thalera's anger began to fade. With a sigh, she released her hold on the village, her spirit finally finding peace. With Thalera's curse lifted, Calebridge began to flourish once more. The grove, once a place of dread, became a sanctuary. The villagers built a shrine in Thalera's honor, ensuring her story would never be forgotten. And though the forest retained its enigmatic beauty, the laughter that now echoed through the trees was one of joy, not malice. Lord Harrington, humbled by the experience, dedicated his life to preserving the history and lore of Calebridge. The tale of Thalara, the evil fairy turned guardian spirit, became a legend, a reminder of the power of forgiveness and the enduring bond between the seen and unseen worlds.